Hey, AC Dugan's Wshngtn Blck. This is tracks 10 to 15, basically finishing part one of the story. So, yes, we'd been introduced to George Wshngtn Blck and his incredibly cruel master Erasmus, the good white scientist, I guess, brother Titch Christopher, um, and Philip, the kind of what would you call him? He's basically an appetite. He seems no particular passion, just kind of there. Um, they get he's Titch is making this balloon. They doing the test. He's filling it up with gas. He gets Philip, who's come, and Wash to move away, and then Philip says, "Oh, I want a sandwich," and sandwiches are back by Titch, who is doing the delicate stuff with the hot air balloon. I don't. It's not hot air. It's hot gas. It's gases. Uh, he goes back for it. There's an explosion, and his face, Wshngtn Black's face, is blackened. It is burned. It is savagely burned one side of it, and indeed, it seems he will be permanently scarred by that for the rest of his life. We'll see how long that is. He heals. Philip decides to finally drop the news that, oh, by the way, Dad, your father is you guys' father is dead. Philip, I think, is a cousin. His father is dead, and you guys are gonna have to go back. Philip's like, oh, I didn't want to tell you because you wouldn't. I didn't want to tell you until we got them both together. You wouldn't see me because you were ill, Erasmus. Erasmus is like, you're just freaking. You're doing this as a revenge thing. So there's the family history there. Philip does seem like he's the errand boy for the mother who has sent them to say, okay, Erasmus, you have to come home, and Titch is going to have to the run the plantation, which he does not like at all. Um, Titch has revealed that he is indeed has abolitionist sympathies, has been taking notes on the horrible mistreatment of the slaves on his very own family's plantation. So he's doing all this stuff that's supposedly going to be good stuff for black people. But you can only sort of see that this is going to be horribly rebound on Wash. He wants to actually take Wash with him back when he thinks he's still going back, and Erasmus is like, "No, I'm not selling. I'm not giving him to you. I'm not selling. He's mine. I'll take him back. He's got this talent that'll be handy for me, for my stuff." So it indeed seems doomed that way. Wash actually goes back when they go back, and Philip drops his bomb in front of Erasmus and Titch. He suddenly realizes that this really scarred old woman who's very big, shit, that is Big Kit, and that she is like unnaturally aged and has been obviously savagely beaten many, many times by Erasmus, who is really a fucking monster. And she's got a new young boy that she takes care of. So it's like almost like her survival technique. And she doesn't seem to have much time for him, or has, maybe feels that he's betrayed them by transferring himself, becoming kind of this white man's servant. It's like you've surrendered. You've co-opted yourself in a way. You can sort of see it that way. Um, and and so yeah, all that happens, and then they're, basically that all this the news comes down. Erasmus is going to be going away, and he's like, no, I want Wash back now. Here's a replacement boy for you. I want Wash back, and he's like, okay, and he sends Kit Big Kit to collect, and she is quite stubborn on that. Like, she will get beaten savagely if she doesn't come back with them. So she's leading Wash back to the house when Philip comes out, and Philip says, I'll take him from here, and Big Kit has to accept it. He takes him off for a hunting trip, goes off on a hunting trip, and they talk, or Philip talks, and he says, I once saw I was going by a park or whatever, and this guy said, I just saw your grave. It's like, what? And this guy leads him back to a thing, and there's his bust of him, looks exactly like him, of a guy who died on the very day that he was born. And for whatever his own reasons, his own dissipations or whatever, Philip blows his head off with with Wash being the only one there. And Wash is like, they're going to kill me for this. It doesn't matter if it's suicide. They'll just blame it on me, and I'll be dead. And, if I'm lucky, they'll just kill me quick, but I'm dead. But he goes to Tick, who says, show me the body, shows the body, says, okay, we have to get out of here, and basically convinces him finally to get on the hot air balloon, and they take off. And that is the end of part 1, is them fleeing together. And a part of it is, as Tick says, is that I'm running both for you, but I'm also running for myself, because basically the death of the father, it's like he's going to be trapped in this family of plantation owners with Erasmus as the head of it, and he's going to be trapped in that life, enslaved to his big older brother, as very much as well, not as very much, but enslaved just as Wash is. So they're both running for their different reasons. I think it's striking that you have the bad white and the good white, but in the long run you wonder, is the good white going to be any more good for Wash than Erasmus? There's a fellow feeling, there's treating him with respect, but there's a whole system there that you don't see Wash getting out just through the efforts of this single white man. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I think on the end of part 1 of Wshngtn Blck, which I actually am enjoying, and I might use for my just having done that, I might use it for my for doing that tag that I was struggling with. Local author. All right, more videos later.